What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Loco Sui. So shout out to them. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. Now, as you can see, we have Golurk, Shadow Tyranitar, and an Alolan Grimer. So this is going to be a very interesting team. This battler as well reached Legend, so huge congratulations. This team looks absolutely nasty for the Halloween Cup. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, getting into this first battle here. Let's see how this goes. We have Golurk on the lead versus a Shadow Scizor. So let's see what they decide to do. We see a swap out straight away into Mandibuzz, so we are going to see that Shadow Tyranitar come out. Smackdown is absolutely disgusting in this Halloween Cup meta with all those bugs and flyers, and does a lot of neutral damage. And obviously it's going to be destroying Mandibuzz right here. Now they are going to go ahead and go for Crunch. This is going to be resisted because of that dark typing, but it's going to put a lot of pressure on the shield here for Mandibuzz, and they decide to let it go, so we'll probably see a Smackdown farm down right there, which we do. So let's see if that Scizor decides to come back in, and it does decide to come back in, but my goodness, these Smackdowns are shredding apart. 50% of the health gone is gone from Scizor right there, and we do see the charge move now coming through. Gotta watch out for the Night Slash, and they are going to go ahead and shield it, so that is a good shield right there. And now we see a swap into Azumarill. They're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Punch for some neutral damage, but Alolan Grimer is going to be a great counter here to Azumarill, so let's see how well it does. Azumarill does have 2 shields though, but Alolan Grimer does have access to Poison Jab. Now, this is most likely going to be XL Alolan Grimer, I believe. But it has great move coverage, especially for the Halloween Cup right here with Crunch and Sludge Bomb and Poison Jab as a fast move. Now they're going to go ahead and go for double Crunch right here. It is going to be resisted, but they can definitely get some shields from the opponent or potentially take it out. Let's see. They do get 1 shield. They're going to go ahead and go for another one, and they get the defense drop as well. That is pretty huge here for the Alolan Grimer, which means this Crunch is going to do enough damage to take it out. Now we do see the Scizor come back in, but Scizor is loading up on energy. This is going to be very dangerous right here, as 2 Night Slashes might be just enough to take it out, but able to get the Mud Slap through. That means they can safely shield right here and take out the Scizor, and that is going to be a good first game. Very well played. Very close one right there. All right. Moving into this next battle, we have Golurk on the lead versus Nidoqueen. So these Mud Slaps are definitely going to be hurting because of the poison type. We see a swap out straight into Pawniard. So Pawniard is going to get shredded as well. This is why Golurk is such a deadly, spicy threat in the Halloween Cup meta, is because Mud Slap destroys those poisons, destroys those steals, as we see right here, completely obliterates the Pawniard, and we will see a Zweilios now come in. Golurk as well as access to Dynamic Punch, so this is going to be doing super effective damage. It might get a boom. No, it gets shielded right there. We do see a swap now into Tyranitar, and the Smackdowns are going to be doing quite a bit of neutral damage right here. But Zweilios is going to have to throw its energy. We'll have to see if there's going to be a shield on Tyranitar. No, they're going to let the Body Slam go through. It doesn't do too much damage right there, and they are able to get to the Crunch in time. This might force that final shield here from the opponent. If so, Golurk is going to be able to sweep this endgame, I think, pretty well. So we'll probably see the Alolan Grimer now come in. Yeah, we do see the Grimer come into this matchup. Just going to commit to the farm down. Probably doesn't need to give up a shield right here, as they still have Golurk for that Nidoqueen. We do see the Nidoqueen come back in. Sadly, the switch clock is desynced right now, so they're going to have to throw this Crunch to do some nice neutral damage and soften up the Nidoqueen for the Golurk to basically farm down with Mud Slaps right there. They do get to the Shadow Punch in time as well, and this Golurk is putting on an absolute clinic, and I believe you guys can catch these in the wild right now as well. So this is a fantastic Pokemon for the Halloween Cup. All right, let's go ahead and move into this next battle. We have Golurk on the lead versus Bisharp. Okay, let's see how this plays out. We're going to see a swap out right away into Azumarill. The Alolan Grimer is going to come into that perfectly. Again, can go straight for that Sludge Bomb to basically near one-shot. They do get a bit of lag right here, which is unfortunate. That means this Azumarill is going to be able to get to a charge move. That is very unfortunate. They could have gotten to that Sludge Bomb, I think, in time, but let's see how this plays out. They're going to go ahead and overload on energy now, and now they're going to go for that Sludge Bomb. This is definitely going to one-shot Azumarill. We may see a shield as well if Azumarill is quite far ahead on energy because of that lag, but they decided to let it go, so Azumarill goes down in the mid-game. We do see the Bisharp now come back in, and this Crunch is going to be doing resisted damage right here, but hopefully he gets a debuff. It does. Actually, that's a lot of resisted damage, though. Bisharp is going to be loading up, but I think it's going to have to throw its energy. Yeah, it is going to have to throw. Whatever it is most likely going to be taking out the Grimer right here, and is going to be Dark Pulse. Yeah, that does take it out. Golurk is going to come back in, and there's a go. Oh, wow, that's just... Talk about hard countered right here. Golurk into Bisharp, Grimer into Azumarill, Shadow Tyranitar into a Golbat. There's really nothing the opponent can do right here. Tyranitar is just going to destroy this Golbat, my goodness. But let's see how this plays out. So Golbat's going to be going for another Poison Fang right here. It's going to get Tyranitar very low, and then we will probably see a shield here coming from Bisharp. The Crunch is definitely going to be doing a lot of resisted damage, even though it is Dark type, right? And it's going to be resisted, it's going to hurt, and they do get a shield. Now, can it farm? Oh, it can farm down with Snarl. This is going to be close. Tyranitar? Oh, simultaneous KO right there. All right, so good battle, but had triple counters right there for the opponent's team. All right, moving into this next battle, we have Golurk on the lead versus Dragalge. Again, another poison type. This is why Golurk is so clutch in this meta. Look at this thing go, but Dragon Tail's really starting to add up. Not gonna lie, it's almost an even tie right here in terms of percentage health gone with Dragon Tail and Mud Slap. And we do see an Alolan Marowak come in. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Not only is Alolan Marowak going to be weak to Mud Slaps, but it's also going to be weak to the Shadow Punches right here from Golurk. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. Tyranitar as well is a pretty nice counter to Alolan Marowak because of those smackdowns, but let's see how this plays out. They do get 2 shields right there, which means the Tyranitar can come in and potentially farm down. Let's see if they decide to give up a shield versus Alolan Marowak, though. They're going to go ahead and let it go. It is going to be the Bone Club, and my goodness, that is a lot of damage from the Alolan Marowak. They can safely shield right here. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield, farm down, and hopefully be able to get to a charge move in time versus the Dragalge that might be coming back in. They're about 2 fast moves away from Crunch here, and let's see if they can get to it. They do get to it in time. This is probably going to do enough neutral damage to take out Dragalge, so we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be in the back. If Alolan Grimer can counter it, it's going to be a Mawile, so this is actually going to be very close. Golurk with doing super effective damage with these Mud Slaps, but is it going to be enough? No! Shadow Mawile shreds it apart. Grimer is going to have to get to this Crunch in time, but can it? Charge move now coming through. If this is Iron Head, this might just do enough damage. It's going to be Play Rough. Oh my gosh! That took completely annihilated. Shadow Mawile took it right there to close that game out, so good game, very well played. All right, moving to this next one, we got Golurk versus Umbreon on the lead. Let's see what the battlers decide to do. They're going to go ahead and go into the Shadow Tyranitar right now, start shredding apart for neutral damage. And yeah, Umbreon's deciding to stay in. Maybe there are some poison type users in the back, maybe a Golbat in the back, maybe a Alolan Ninetales. We don't know, but they're not switching out. Last Resort as well is resistant. We are going to see Alolan Grimer come in. They're going to go straight for the Stone Edge right here. Tyranitar is not messing around in this mid game. If this lands, it's going to boom. No, it gets the shield, though. Good call from the opponent. The opponent's going to have to throw a charge move. Tyranitar can get to this Crunch in time. This might be forcing the final shield here from the Grimer, which is huge for Tyranitar in the mid-game that does get 2 shields and the defense drop. So Golurk can easily come into this matchup and farm down. Now, they do have to watch out for Crunch. We know that. So they're going to safely shield. Hopefully they don't have enough energy for 2, but maybe 1. Oh, they do have 2 Crunches. They're going to have to double shield here. So even though they got 2 shields, they got to give it up right back. And Golurk, though, is going to be able to farm down. Now, this is going to be interesting to see what is going to be in the back. We're going to probably see a swap right away. Oh, no, they're loading up. They're going to go ahead and swap now. Catches the charge move on the Grimer. This is going to be that foul play for resisted damage as well. That is a beautiful catch, and they're not swapping out what could be in the back. They got to get to this Sludge Bomb in time. Here comes another. Actually, this is going to be Last Resort. It's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, but what is that final Pokemon going to be? They're overloading a bit on energy. He's missing his raid as well from Pokegenie. They're going to go ahead and throw the Sludge Bomb. This might do enough neutral damage to take out the Umbreon. Barely not enough. We see a swap now into the Drifblim. So here comes the Crunch to do super effective damage. but this is going to come down to the wire. Remember, Umbreon is extremely low. Defense dropped. Hopefully they can get to another crunch in time. They do. So Grimer's able to take it here in the final match. The Drifblim needed to load up on enough energy in order to get off multiple charge moves, and it didn't have enough time. So the Alolan Grimer taking it there in game 5. So really good battles right there. Solid showcase of this team. Golurk, Shadow Tyranitar, and Alolan Grimer. So let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this team and these battles. Thank you again to LokiSweet for sharing this team with us. It looks insanely awesome, and I really wish I had a Shadow Tyranitar. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.